13 on Your Side Weather Deck is sponsored by Montel Construction, your home team.
Welcome back to 13 on Your Side. I'm meteorologist Samantha Jacks. Outside on the weather deck this morning, we're starting to see our dew points increasing, which means humidity levels are increasing as well, all going to fuel the showers and storms that we're tracking as we head into the afternoon hours today. Let's delve into things. Your weather ball is currently blinking green as we have no change foreseen in temperatures today, but also that potential for severe weather in sight.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Starting off with a look at our satellite and radar, you can see that there is a severe thunderstorm watch over a cluster of storms that are entering into Wisconsin right now. It's that batch of storms that could potentially work to our area by as early as 9 a.m., although I do not think that they're going to hold on to severe strength at that time. The reason that we're monitoring this current cluster of storms so closely and its activity is because if they do make it across Lake Michigan holding on to some level of strength, it will actually decrease our threat as we head into the afternoon hours. Now, as of right now, we are already seeing these storms begin to dissipate, which likely means that we are only going to see a little bit of rainfall out ahead of the main band of severe weather that we're tracking. And that's kind of what this model is showing us too, right? This is this current batch of storms, and we watch as it continues to break apart as it interacts with Lake Michigan, bringing us just a little bit of light rainfall. So then we fast forward to the time frame of noon until 8 p.m. because this is when we see the greatest potential threat for there to be some severe weather. We start to see some isolated to scattered thunderstorm activity, all of which could potentially contain 60+ mile-per-hour winds, hail, and heavy rainfall. Even an isolated tornado can't be ruled out, especially the closer that we get towards the Lansing to Jackson, down through Battle Creek and Kalamazoo region during our peak daytime heating hours, because they won't see any of that early morning rainfall, which means their atmosphere is going to remain untapped in terms of moisture and all the available ingredients that we need for these severe storms to really strengthen. And I mean, look at all of this activity. Anytime you see those shades of yellow, orange, pink on our models here, that really indicates heavy precipitation along with the potential for severe storms. So our main time frame of concern for West Michigan is going to be noon until around 8 o'clock tonight. If you're traveling to the east side of the state for, let's say, the Beyonce concert, your time frame shifts a little bit later, and you really need to lock in on this forecast and make sure that you've got those notifications turned on your cell phone. We've got high damaging winds as our greatest potential threat, but all modes of severe weather are possible. When I say that, I mean that we could also see large damaging hail, we could see the potential for some flooding, and even a couple isolated tornadoes, especially for this area that's currently highlighted by the Storm Prediction Center underneath a level 3 threat for severe storms. We don't often see enhanced risks here in Michigan, so we really need to keep our eye locked in on the sky throughout the day today and know the ways and the means in which you would receive those critical weather alerts. In addition to those threats of wind, potentially hail, and tornadic activity, these storms do look to produce some heavy rainfall. This model run putting some locations near 3 inches of rain when those thunderstorm cells set up. Now, is this going to be exactly where the heaviest rainfall sets up? That's really hard to predict, right? We need to know exactly where that thunderstorm cell sits for a period of time, but it just goes to show the nature with all this moisture in the atmosphere, dew points in the 70s, these storms could be really strong and could produce a lot of different severe elements. The rest of your 13 on Your Side 10-day forecast. Our threat comes to a close tonight in West Michigan by about 8 o'clock, a little bit later for the east side of the state. But tomorrow, as well as Friday, we continue on with very humid conditions, temperatures in the low 90s, even feeling close to triple digits on Friday afternoon, with additional round of potentially some isolated storms on Friday. As of now, those storms do not look to be severe. The good news is that we've stripped the moisture out of the atmosphere early Saturday morning and set up for a really pleasant weekend. Until then, make sure that you're remaining weather aware.